My name is Will, Fusion Vibes Kitchen and Lounge owner. We right here in Richardson, Texas. We're one of the best spots that serves Nigerian, Caribbean, and Southern cuisine. Check us out. We got one of the best brunch in the city and nightlife. And I'm here on the rooftop with the boss dog.
What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler on Boss Talks on the Rooftop, and today we're shooting at the glorious Amelia's in downtown Dallas. And I have the greatest honor of introducing my brother, owner of Fusion Vibes, Mr. William.
How you doing, my man?
What's up,
Bryson? How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Good to see you.
Absolutely.
Man, long time coming.
Absolutely, long time coming.
Bruh. So, you do real estate guru.
Yeah.
You got a number of interests in the nightlife.
Yeah.
And one of your main staples is Fusion Vibes.
Yes.
So, bro, tell us about your journey from the real estate into what you're doing currently.
All right. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
So what it is this, I've been in business for a long time, just grinding, doing, for you to get to the top, you got to start from the bottom. Mm-hmm. And
start from the bottom?
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom. That's the only way for you to work your way up.
You're saying bottom or bottle?
No, bottom. You got to start from the bottom. You know
I was gonna say, because
not the bottom right here, but we talking about the real bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Because we got a bottle of memory.
We got a bottle, and I'm
So yeah, we gotta start from the bottom, bro.
You gotta start from bottom. That's the only way you can get yourself to the top. If
yes,
you don't
sir.
do that, when you get to the top so quick, you're not gonna know how it is at the bottom.
Absolutely.
That's why it's so important for you to start from the bottom. Mm-hmm. So for me, I've been doing a whole lot of different things. Actually grew up in different countries. I grew up in Nigeria, grew up in London, grew up in New York, and found my way to the South. When back in the days, we used to think the people in the South, they used to ride horses and all that stuff, but knowing, but I never rode one before, but not knowing this is, where it's going to be at, Dallas Maiden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big ups to the city,
hey,
Dallas. Man. This is where it's at. It's where it made me at. So I was able to start a lot of my businesses here.
Yeah.
So I actually own 5 businesses.
Man.
Yes.
Man after my own heart. I like it.
Yes, sir. Right. So I'm a tax accountant. I got a degree in finance and accounting from the University of Houston.
Awesome.
I own a healthcare business.
Nice.
I got a spice packaging business in Plano. I got Fusion Vibes Kitchen and Lounge in Richardson.
Nice.
And I own real estate in 6 countries.
Man, I be thinking I'm doing that, man over there really doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to toast up. Let's do a cigar toast, bro.
Absolutely. Let's do it. What you got?
Let's, a few things.
Okay.
Whatever you put your hand on, that's what you
All right, we're going to rock with some Cubanos. All right, let's do that. I like this right here.
Ooh, Big Country. That's
oh, yeah, Big Country.
Big shout out to Big Country. That's a dear friend of mine. Yeah, we got some good smokes over there for you.
All right, now.
Now, there's a cut over there.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I usually bite my ends off and chew on them. Oh, here, turn me on to this off. Don't look around. Now, we're going to light it with our very own Kingpin torch. You can find them on kingpinluxury.com. I'm going to let you go ahead and light it, toast it. Just flip the bit just like that. Nice and smooth, real easy groove.
Absolutely.
So now we're starting from the bottom, and now we're here.
Absolutely. And that's not a rap verse too, though. That's real talk.
It's real talk, real spill. Now, when you start from the bottom, what did that look like for you?
It's the worst time ever, because the future is bleak. The future is bleak, but the most important thing about success is you gotta have a compass. As long as you got a compass in terms of what you want and how you want it, the rest is history.
Right. So I heard you say you started out as a tax accountant, have your own tax business.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's that look like for you when you're out in the beginning of the year? Because we have a tax business as well. I know the beginning of the year is brutal. How do you balance and manage all that?
The thing about tax business is, so like I've been in business for 20 years. And in the early part of 2000, the personal tax business was so popular. That was the thing back in the day, the big refund. But over the years, what I did about 10 years ago is I specialize in something more, what we call a cost report. So I only work with a lot of healthcare companies. So I don't really focus on individual taxes no more. So I do a specialized, it's called cost reporting, and that's what I do. Yeah.
Walk us down there. What does that look like?
Okay. So what it is this: if you are a healthcare company, that you are, we call it FFS. FFS stands for fee for service, Medicare or Medicaid. Every year, you got to file a Medicare or Medicaid cost report, and that's just showing the government how you spend the money, because the Medicare and Medicaid money is the public money. You got to give account. So what my company does is literally show and help companies on how to ensure proper documentation and supporting documentation on how that money was spent, so they don't have to return money back.
Say that again, so the people in the back here, so they don't have to return that money.
Nobody want to return money back.
So the failure to report is very costly.
It is very costly, because you're talking about you dealing with the government.
So for those of y'all that don't understand, your reporting of your finances matter. Whether you're doing personal taxes or you're doing your business taxes. If you're doing business with the government, i.e. the IRS knows how much money you've paid them. So it only behooves you to report how much you paid them and how much you've been paid, because everybody else is reporting to them. Now, on this side, what he's saying for the Medicaid is government funding. So if they paid out, they know how much they paid you. You got to report the accuracy of what they paid you and send it on back as confirmation. Is that about right?
That's right.
Tracking right with you. So when you elevated to that side of the business, that jumped into the medical business?
You see, the thing about being a business is, when you're in business, it opens a lot of doors of opportunity. And when you're in business, you get a lot of first-hand information. If you're a 9-to-5 or 8-to-5 person, people don't give you information. People hoard information. But once you're a business person, it falls in your lap.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's just left for you to just run away with that and just take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
So for me, the tax business opened the doors into so many other businesses, the healthcare businesses, and really got me. I've been in nightlife since '98, and when I was a promoter as a young person back in those days, if you ever asked me in the '90s, do I ever see myself having a spot of my own, I'd probably say I don't know. And so that's the thing about business.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes you around the world and lands you in places you never really thought you were going to be at.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we never thought we would have a cigar accessory company. Never thought I'd be in roofing. I thought I'd be in trucking, and then we did jump into the medical fields.
That's great.
By doing staffing and labs. So it's kind of funny that me and you end up linked up together.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I get to see a mirrored view of what things can be.
Yeah.
Just because like this is your chapter 20.
Absolutely.
And like a lot of people, they forsake where they are and they're looking at your chapter 20 and comparing their chapter 2. And it's like, that's not how that worked.
Yeah.
So I commend you on everything that you're doing, brother, and I want to see more things for you.
I appreciate it.
What I did learn is that you're a well-traveled man.
Absolutely.
I heard that.
I'm a global man.
Yeah.
Been all around the world. I can't even tell you many places. I mean, probably say the only continent, 2 continents I haven't been, because there's 7 continents.
Yeah.
Australia and Antarctica. Those are the only 2 main continents I haven't been to.
Really?
Actually stayed in China for 4 months.
For real?
Absolutely. Ni hao. Let me see.
Ni hao.
Nah, ni hao.
I don't know. I haven't been.
When you guys say, someone say ni hao, that means how you doing? In Chinese, in Mandarin, you say ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma.
That means I'm
Okay.
doing good, I'm fine, I'm okay. That's what it means.
Okay.
Yeah, I stayed in China for 4 months at one point.
See, I learned something on camera just now. I appreciate
No
you.
doubt, man. Sissy.
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 So you ain't gonna do
got
that
it.
on my show. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep doing this. You gonna have to give me a language lesson after the show. But I love that you're showing me that you've traveled abroad.
Yeah.
Because that's what I aspire to do. I've been to several different countries, mostly in the South America region, where like well versed in Spanish. So like we talking Spanish. Let's do it.
All right. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, bien.
Hey, I see.
Yeah, poquito español.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Poquito hablo español es así. You know, más o menos.
Yeah.
So, but also that's because like we're in Tejas and 85% of my clientele are of Latin descent.
Got it.
So it only makes sense to learn.
To learn language, yeah.
You know what I mean? Favorite place to travel?
Favorite place to travel? I've been to a lot of different countries, but my favorite place is actually Jamaica.
Why?
So Jamaica is one of those countries where, so as a traveler, you got two different kind of travelers. You got the ones that love the tourist stuff, and you have the ones that like the local stuff. So when I'm in Jamaica, you know, Jamaica is more homely. I don't feel like a tourist.
Right.
Because when I travel personally, I don't like to feel like a tourist. I want to do something with the local.
Right.
I want to really enjoy, feel myself, be free, and all that stuff. So when I'm in Jamaica, and I grew up in London at a young age. I was born in Nigeria, and I left when I was 3 years old. And my family, we grew up in London. So in England, you know, Jamaica has a lot of influence, cultural influence. So I grew up with a lot of Jamaicans.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, going back to Jamaica, seeing the cultures and everything is just something I enjoy. And that's why, as a matter of fact, Fusion Vibes, we have Caribbean cuisine as a result of my relationship and my ties, you know, with a lot of yard man.
Right.
You know, I mean, we say yard man.
Yard man.
Yeah, man. It's man.
Yard man. So yard man, you speak patois?
Me, I understand a little bit patois, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to talk about a yard with a yardie?
Your fiend talk too much about yard man.
So,
Yeah.
Jamaica's your favorite spot to travel.
Yes.
Right? I love Jamaica. The only thing that I don't like is you see the tourist side look real nice, and then you see the infrastructure of the land. It doesn't look as nice as the tourist side.
Yeah.
And I believe the infrastructure for Jamaica could do better than what's represented, because you'll see them represent like the tourist side. Come visit Jamaica, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Have very beautiful beaches, but when you go inland, it doesn't look like that.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I don't know too much about a governing part of it, but I just love the outlook and just be, you know, the natural part of it.
Right.
And most importantly, too, you know, you think about it, Jamaica is only 2.5 hours from Dallas. That's one of the reasons I like it too. So you're not too far from everywhere.
At all.
Yeah, and you're in the central time zone in Dallas too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same time zone.
same time zone.
So I know what time it is.
Exactly.
So, in your travels, you have the Fusion Vibes that has the Caribbean.
The Nigerian, Caribbean, and Southern cuisine.
Okay, so we discussed this beef with the jollof rice.
Oh man, we can't even start that right now.
I'm going to, because you know Ghanaians.
It's a never-ending war.
Damn war.
I'm telling you, I use that. I'm gonna use that word again. It's a never-ending war. When you talk about jollof rice, it's a war.
It's war.
It's not even. I'm telling you, you can lose a friend because of that.
So if I put a Ghanaian here, Cameroonian here, Nigerian here.
Cameroon is not a part of the conversation, so it's more West African. So they're gonna tell you that for sure.
You know Cameroon is gonna see this.
They're not part of the conversation.
Sorry, bro.
It's like you talking about East and West, and Midwest is saying we're part of it. Like, say where then? When did Nelly become part of the whole conversation? We talking about East and West Coast rappers. All right, that's just how it is.
He gonna say, "Hey, man, I'm a rapper." What part of New York were you in when you lived?
So when I first moved out from London, I was in Brooklyn back in the 90s. So I actually came out when I moved from London. I played basketball in college. I went to University of Greenwich, and I was a basketball player. So when I first moved to New York, the goal was to play ball. I remember the first time I went to Rutgers. You heard of Rutgers Park?
Yeah.
That's a legendary place. I've been to Rutgers Park a couple of times, and
what was that energy like?
It was I'm talking about the 90s. We're talking about the days of Big Pun.
Yeah.
Where Big Pun was raining. Yeah, Rutgers Park there's a spot.
Wow.
So I lived in Brooklyn and stayed there for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? And then from Brooklyn, I moved to Houston for college.
Yeah. Why do all the Nigerians go to Houston?
Well, you know what? That's a good question. I feel like, you know how people just follow people. And then, of course, a lot of Nigerians are most, West Africa's got more of a tropical weather. And Houston has got that similar type of tropical weather.
No, that makes sense.
Humid and so forth.
Yeah.
And most importantly, Houston is more accommodating to a lot of, it's more of a diverse city in the South. Actually, Houston is the most diverse city in the South. Think about it. Because you got 1/3 black, 1/3 white, and 1/3 Hispanic.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Houston, you can find everything there.
Absolutely.
Like I love Houston. I love Houston to go eat and party. Like as far as like just stay there, not really my vibe. But like Dallas is home. That's where my money's
You
made.
can say that again. I love Dallas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
and we're starting to get into that food experience that Houston was really known for. Now we're starting to come up with having that real diverse food energy.
Yeah. Can I say this though?
Go ahead.
All right. I hope I'm not going to be stoned for this, all right?
Probably.
Dallas made me, even though I'm not a Cowboy fan, but this is the best city. Real talk. I'm not a Cowboy fan, New York Giant fan all day, but Dallas made me. I love the city. Please don't hurt me on that, you know what I'm saying? So
here we are smoking.
We're not going to stop.
Here we are smoking and drinking like we cool. and then you do something like that.
That's why I put a caveat, and I want to say something. You gave me permission to say it, but this is I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all major cities in the U.S., for a black, a minority, this is the best city.
Yeah.
I'm a massive and big advocate for people to move out to the city. A lot of people move from the New York areas and the cities in New Jersey, the DMVs. Everybody's moving to Dallas because you got a better quality of life. This is what the city made me personally. And you can definitely grow in the city.
Absolutely.
That's why I love Dallas.
Absolutely. And I need y'all to stop moving out here.
Man, you better watch out.
Hey, the property value is going sky high.
Man,
ridiculously.
You can say that again.
Hey, the property value is going sky high, ridiculously, and we can appreciate that the growth.
Yeah,
but like it's really hurting the economic growth of our communities, especially the southern sectors of Dallas.
I mean, you're right about that. I mean, I remember 20 years ago, I used to own a mortgage company. That's how I first started in real estate. I own a mortgage company. I build houses.
Man, what have you not done?
Man, I never killed nobody. I never killed nobody.
We'll rock with that.
I never killed nobody. I never slang. You know what I'm saying? So, just straight and narrow. That's just the way. That's why I tell a lot of young people, man, if you got this, you got to put it in the right way.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of pressure on us as minority black people sometimes. But look, if you're doing the right thing, you're going to be all right.
What was one of your major influences?
Growing up?
Yeah.
My mom, my late mom. I come from, people don't realize this, though.
Shout out to mom, man.
Yeah, shout out to the single parents. They do a whole lot. People don't realize this. I'm Nigerian American, but I grew up in the project. I grew up in the project.
Really?
Yes, I grew up in the project, big time.
Oh, man.
You know, I'm Nigerian American, but I grew up in the project. People are like, man, you grew up in the project? Yes, I did.
I did.
So, you know, my mom worked many jobs just to sustain me and my siblings. And so you gotta have, for you to get to the next level, you gotta have someone that you gotta look up to.
Right.
And for me, my mom was one that really influenced me tremendously, seeing her hard work. And that's why I'm where I am now.
Man, want to give your mom her flowers and testament to you, brother. I appreciate the man that you've become, and look forward to many things that you're going to do.
As a matter of fact, if you go online to the website, Fusion Vibes was dedicated to my late mom.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, she taught me how to cook, so I'm a self-taught chef. That's not a skill you never knew I had.
Man.
I'm telling you.
See, you're a man of many trades.
Absolutely. Not a jack of all trade, though. I'm just a businessman.
Businessman.
Yeah.
But see, I don't believe like a jack of all trades is master of none. It's just I've mastered every trade that I've done. Like I've mastered opening up a business as a restaurateur. I've mastered a business. I mastered the business as a tax advocate. I've mastered a business in the medical field. Like I've mastered all these facets. It's just the next step, the next challenge for me. So I don't believe that they're saying a master, a jack of all trades and a master of none.
I concur with you on that part because, you know, I mean, for me personally, and so many of the people, just like you saying right now, you know, you're a businessman too. You know, it's more passion. If you got passion for something, we all got passion. We're driven by different things.
Absolutely.
I love business. I'm like one-on-one business person, and that's why, you know, after 20 years in business, the next level right now is I do a lot of business seminars and I do a lot of find ways to elevate people.
Right.
Because, you know, a lot of minorities, a lot of our people, you know, we got to find ways to lend hand to one another. The biggest mistake was, you know, when we were growing up, we had people that were successful, but unfortunately, most of our folks who are successful as black people, whether it be African American, or Caribbean, whatever you are, some do not really give us that lending back. I don't want you to take me out to the bar, have a great time. I want to give me a blueprint,
right,
on how to take it to the next level.
Right.
So that's where I'm at right now, you know, personally, trying to find ways to elevate people, you know, showing them the skill set, telling them about different things. I just spoke to a guy that just graduated from Howard University yesterday. His mom was a customer, and she said, man, you talk to Mr. Will. And he had his wild dream and all that stuff. And I told him, I said, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Rome was not built in one day.
Right.
If you think you're going to be successful all of a sudden, you got to start from the bottom, my man. And you start from the bottom, you learn the ways, the system, and when you get to the top, you know how hard it took you to get to the top.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want,
Absolutely. And see, I love hearing that you have the heart that has brought about this podcast.
Yes.
Because like I tell everybody, we walk past everyday millionaires, but we just don't say nothing to them. We don't know what they look like, and so they look like us every day. And for you to come on and actually and push that out gives me chills, man. Because like I need people to see this. I need people to see that, you know, there's different facets that you can do that, just like you did.
Absolutely.
And it's not gonna be overnight success. Yeah. But it will be successful if you just don't quit.
If you don't quit.
So, man, how can we connect with you? How can we find you?
Well, there's several ways you can find me. You can link up through, you know, Fusion Vibes on our Instagram, Fusion Vibes 1, or you can definitely reach out to me via email, info@fusionvibes.com, or, you know, this is just the medium on how to, or you can probably check me out on LinkedIn, Will Ayujenku on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, and you can see all the various businesses, my accomplishment. You know, technology has made things a whole lot easier. You can't lie about who you are.
Right.
People can find you instantaneously, so you can go on LinkedIn, you can see all the various businesses I have and so forth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man, brother, I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. No doubt, man.
We're going to keep doing this.
Yes, sir.
More and more to come. Guys, like, subscribe, share the page, share the channel. And remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers.